Hey, what's up? This is Jay of Rule Your Reality. And today, we're going to be focusing on some solutions rather than some problems. I've been using the 4 tips I'm about to tell you for years now, and I can honestly say they're the most simple and most effective that I've come across. So, if you would genuinely like to improve your social ability, please stay tuned. Now, there's a reason that I've put eye contact at the beginning of the video. Not only is eye contact just a polite thing to do, it's also a very subtle yet powerful way of conveying confidence. A simple skill that many of us have forgotten to work on. For the longest time, I would struggle with eye contact. When I noticed I couldn't even look my friends or family in the eye, I knew something had to change, and quick. Now, it did feel really awkward and forced at first, but I knew it was essential to sit in this awkwardness and push through the pain. It's really weird, but the more that you look someone in the eye, the more you'll begin to realize that people just can't maintain eye contact. And from my own experience, I can tell you that it is these people whose eyes are constantly darting around the room, avoiding facing reality, that are the least confident at all. Because I used to be one of these people. Now, when I say make yourself bigger, I don't mean start drinking 4 liters of milk a day and spending countless hours in the gym. Though these things will most likely help your confidence, there's a much easier and quicker way to increase your social presence. I would hear this from my mum 1,000 times a day. Jay, hold your shoulders back, chin up, look forward. And as annoying as I found it at the time, the habit has stuck with me, all for the better. Of course, I'm talking about your posture. Now, the greatest trigger I've come across for good posture is as follows. Imagine someone is holding a string attached to the top of your head, and they are lightly pulling up. This will cause you to immediately feel taller and take up more space. What good posture does is make you a real presence in the room you're in. Just like good eye contact, it is a clear and obvious way of conveying strong confidence. And like good eye contact, it will feel strange and awkward at first, but it is crucial that you persist. So please don't be how I was, awkwardly taking up as little space as possible until I faded away from the room. Stand tall and stand proud. For me, this was the most difficult obstacle to overcome. Starting a conversation with some random on the street sounded both strange and impossible. What if everyone looks at me funny? What if the person I'm talking to thinks I'm weird? Or just blatantly tells me to fuck off? So instead of just throwing myself into an awkward conversation with the first pretty girl that I saw, I started small. A simple nod or a slight smile to a passerby is enough to up your social skills. I used my new ability of making eye contact with people to get people's attention. They would either look away or look right back. No harm was done either way. Well, I certainly didn't die, and I didn't get called out for being a creep or a weirdo. I then progressed those simple head nods to a hey or how are you. Now, depending on where you live, whether this is a big city or a small country town, will likely play a big role in the kind of response you get. But regardless of the response, I want you to keep trying with more and more people. The art of starting conversation with strangers has benefited me tremendously. You could find your new best friend or partner or business connection. I soon realized I didn't have to be the loner in my university course or the shy new guy at work. Just speak up. So my tip within a tip for you is this. Start basic conversation with hospitality workers. They get paid to be nice to you, and they don't have anywhere to run. My 4th and final tip for you is a continuation of tip number 3. It's a simple conversational skill which can turn a 2-minute interaction into a 20-minute interaction. If I've learned anything about people in my time, it's that their favorite thing to talk about is themselves. Whether they have positive or negative things to say is irrelevant. But for this to work for me, I had to look past the how are yous or how was your day. Everyone already has canned answers for these questions. Good, thanks. I don't know. Yeah, pretty good, mate. For example, if you know that someone likes a sport or hobby, then a great question to ask is why they enjoy that thing. I found a lot of people simply weren't ready for the big why questions, and they were forced to engage with me. These days, there's nothing I hate more than polite small talk. If we're going to talk, let's cut through the crap and be genuine. This is how you will form long-lasting positive relationships. So if you ever get stuck in conversation or simply run out of things to say, simply remember this. All conversation is a series of questions and answers. It's your job to make those questions meaningful. Today I talked very lightly on some tips for social ability and confidence. These are a great place to start, and I truly hope you've learned something. There's nothing more that unconfident people hate than confident people. So stand tall, look people in the eye, make some new friends, and have some great conversations. These 4 simple suggestions took me from a shy nobody to an interesting somebody. And now it's your turn. Now be sure to subscribe, because in the next video, we're gonna take some methods into the real world and see what happens. This has been Jay of Rule Your Reality, and until next time, thank you.